So we need to ensure that people can come forward and report what they have seen to the relevant authorities, to have the right to do so without fear of retaliation. This
retaliation is great. Everybody, yes, I'm back. Educate, entertain, and bring some hope along the way. Sassy and some kiki. Come on. I'm your creature of comfort. But let me tell you something. Today we got a special treat for you because we got a little combo. And I got a point. Y'all, I got a moral combo. Hey, today we're going to be talking about UFOs, dabbling that I had engaged in previously. The one video I did, for me, I think already I see how people are going to try to use the UFO thing, you know, on that side. I think that's where a concern comes in of a distraction. We have a dictatorship going on. Go do your deep dive in the entertainment later. And again, entertainment can come in all different types of forms. I'm trying to give you dimensions, UFOs, because they are out there. And they are inspiring to me personally. I want Jasmine to help educate me, because I actually haven't seen her take yet. Let's get right into it. Championing advocacy and the legacy of Black women. I'll leave it here.
Distrust in government, it is important for Congress to take action to restore the government's credibility. Bringing transparency to an issue of great public interest is a step toward doing just that. So I thank Chairwoman Luna for calling this bipartisan hearing to discuss unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP, which is today's term for what was commonly known as UFOs, unidentified flying objects. And while some people think of flying saucers when they hear these terms, it is vital that we focus on the real world impact of UAPs on critical infrastructure, civilian safety, and national security. There is good reason to believe that most UAPs have origins far closer to home. Currently, NASA has not found any evidence that any UAPs have an extraterrestrial origin. Our adversaries are working to develop new capabilities to gain military advantages, and those efforts are likely explanation for the mysteries that we have observed. Nevertheless, the federal government has a responsibility to the American people to investigate and provide transparent disclosures about every incident. The federal government is equally obligated to protect those who report what they've seen, especially to commanding officers and supervisors. And Congress should do everything in its power to protect whistleblowers and conduct oversight of agencies that are failing to provide that protection.
Yeah, and let me just say, way back in the day, I'm talking about like over 15 years ago, I was like into conspiracies. I liked my Bigfoot, Loch Ness. UFOs, definitely once you kind of realize the conservative community there, as a queer person of color, the conspiracy theory community, there's clearly a partisan situation going on. Almost like, let's just leave it there. My point was just be inspired. Life can go far, period. I'm done with that on my channel. Come on, sister. You better tell it like it is. You better tell that tea. So I had to fix the mic. There we go.
Democracy depends on transparency, and transparency often relies on the courage of individuals willing to risk their careers, reputations, and in some cases, their personal safety to tell the truth.
Just to avoid the yucks.
So I look forward to hearing from the witnesses today. We should welcome their accounts and acknowledge the bravery they have shown to come before us.
Dynamic?
We must ensure that all whistleblowers feel that they can come to Congress to tell their stories without fear of retaliation or consequences.
But maybe not go to Congress.
Transparency, not just to make better policy, but also to ensure that information flows between all those who need it. There are too many tragic examples in our history where information lapses and a lack of cross-agency coordination led to disaster.
Complete corruption.
Just this year, failure to communicate between FAA and the Department of Defense led to tragedy over the Potomac. The Biden-Harris administration sought to eliminate some of these lapses when it established the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office at the Department of Defense. Arrow
so they got something
can convene sources from all branches of military, the FAA, and NASA to combine forces to create a comprehensive picture of what is happening in our skies.
Why am I sister got to be talking about this? I don't want to hear her talking about this. That's what I'm going to say. It's like,
satellites.
Seem uncomfortable. And I understand, it's just unfortunate that this is why the aliens ain't going to with us. They ain't coming down here. Look into the dark forest theory. They don't want to with us. The sane ones of us, and let's just be on the right side of the history. If we want to go down with the ship, we better be ready to have some dignity with it.
Even pranks.
Come on, sister.
We need to track down each and every single UAP. The United States has millions of eyes in the sky, both electronic and human. but
ain't gonna
only
go
the
anywhere.
combination of civilian,
Let's focus
commercial,
on
and military
the Vump.
sources can begin to create a complete picture. So we need to ensure that people can come forward and report what they have seen to the relevant authorities, and they have to have the right to do so without fear of retaliation. This country has a
Retaliation is
history
crazy.
of dedicated
Like,
public servants
even-
standing up for what is right, even in the face of potential consequences. From the Pentagon Papers to Watergate.
Can y'all think of just for a little bit about what that means?
Whistleblowers have not
like this is
only
even
informed the public, but also empowered Congress to fulfill its constitutional duty of oversight.
come on.
Past Congresses have written
Too much
laws
talk
to
about it.
grant legal protection for whistleblowers, and it is up to us to work responsibly with all sources to hold the executive branch accountable. We are here today to listen to the stories of those who have witnessed events
Yes,
of
sister.
interest to the American people, and to support the policies that cultivate an environment that welcomes and protects
I love that.
whistleblowers.
I love that
I
because
hope
people.
this hearing
She's such
will
a
be an
strong.
example of the respect and protection whistleblowers deserve, and the importance of conducting oversight of the federal government. I yield back.
Oh, please don't yield back. Let our sister focus on something good. Hundreds and thousands of years of those UFO sightings. I don't think that should be the focus in those buildings. Like, y'all use some halls correctly. Like, it's like just interesting. If you want to research on your research time, do that. But when we're talking about politics, let's talk about politics. That wasn't Jasmine's point. I thought that would be Jasmine's point, but I think her point is important too. I noticed that too, the awkwardness of it all. Laughs. Shut up. The science community, that's deplorable. That's disgraceful. I don't know why that would be allowed. But again, like I said, I'm not part of these communities anymore because they're not pretty lib-friendly from my experience. Anyways, hope you have a nice day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.